Peace and blessings, budget besties. This is your girl Jay with Jay Lenore Budgets, and in today's video we are going to be budgeting my income for the 4/15 pay period. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, please keep watching. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so thankful and so grateful to have you here with me on this journey. I don't know where you've been. I mean, I've been waiting on you so that I could budget my income for my 4/15 pay period, because we got some bills to pay over here. So I'm here now, and while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and join me on my debt-free journey. I would love to have you. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this video. Well, you see there's something new going on here. So I had such a wonderful week last week, mentally on my job wise. I mean, I just had such a great week last week. So I decided to treat myself on Saturday to some nails. Now, I'm already starting to regret my decision. I probably should have just gotten a manicure, but I regret it for two reasons. Number one is that, of course, the upkeep. I have to make sure that I have the upkeep in my budget so that I can, continue to pay to keep these nails up. And I don't know if I really want to do that or not. Like I said, I should have just went with the manicure instead of actually getting the tips. I think they are actually beautiful, though. I think they're gorgeous, but I just don't know if that's something I want to continue to pay for. So we'll see how that goes. And then number two, I'm already struggling with things that I can't do because I'm not used to having these nails. Mainly, I was trying to get ready for church this morning and I could not hook my necklace for anything. I finally got mad and just threw the thing across the nightstand because I got so frustrated trying to hook that necklace and I just couldn't. So I ended up pulling out another necklace that was longer and easier to hook. So that's what I ended up wearing to church today. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go, how long these are going to last, but we'll find out together. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the budget with me for 4/15 22. So if you've been following me, you know that typically I do my planning, the budget column. I go through and write out my bills, what I expect them to be, and everything for my envelopes and my sinking funds and my extra savings. I go ahead and fill out all of that for the budget, and then I add up that amount to determine how much I need to be able to do everything that I plan to do. So when I completed this, I needed to make $939. That's the amount of money that I needed to be able to do everything that I planned. So my actual income that I had to work with for this pay period was actually $945.21. So I definitely cut it close, but I still made it. So therefore, I should be able to, go ahead and pay everything as planned. Now, with that being said, there were some things that kind of happened, and so there will be a few little changes, particularly in the sinking fund area, but I'll go over that when I get to it. Okay, so I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this to the side, and so that I can go ahead and get started. So like I said, the amount that I actually had was $945.21. So my insurance, which is my car and my renter's insurance, actually went up. So I budgeted $180 and it actually came to $186.25. It's going up just like everything else is going up, except my pay. My pay is not going up. But yeah, it's $186.25. My cell phone, the actual bill has not come out yet. It's typically like $114.25 or somewhere in there. It varies by, some pennies each month sometimes. So since my actual bill is not out yet, I am just going to go ahead and put 115 for this. And that 75 cents or so that I have left, I may just add it to my buffer or credit my spending. I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but I'm just going to go ahead and just do 115 since I don't know what the actual bill is going to be. And then I do have a gym membership, which is $39 a month. That's a fixed expense, so that always stays the same. So let's go ahead and see, based on what I budgeted, or what I planned for was $334, but of course the insurance was a little higher, so we'll see what we actually end up with. So 186.25 plus 115 plus 39, and that actually comes to 340.25. And I don't know if you can see that, guys. I apologize. The lighting in here is not the greatest. I usually try to use natural lighting. I'm sitting in my loft area, and I have a lot of windows. But it's really cloudy here, and it actually looks like it's going to rain. The sun, it was beautiful earlier, but it seems like it's getting a little cloudy, and my ring light is not working. So I actually have another light on to try to, bring in some extra light, but I'm not sure if it's helping out all that much. So I apologize if the lighting is off, guys. So again, that brought us to 340.25. So I need to take the 945.21 and subtract the 340.25, and that leaves me with 604.96. So 604.96 is what we have. So if you've been following me, then you know this area does not change. These numbers are actually working for me. Now, my nails do fall under self-care, and so right now I'm still going to budget $50 for that. Like I said, if I decide to keep these things, then I may have to increase my self-care a little bit, but we're going to see how this works. And it may be that if I do increase my self-care, I may actually take, some out of my spending. So like I said, we'll see how this goes. But this section does remain the same. So of course I give myself $100 a week, which is $200 a pay period because I'm bi-weekly. My car gets $50, and that is primarily for gas and when it needs to be cleaned up, which it does because the pollen here is absolutely awful. And so I have a black car, so that makes matters even worse. So self-care is also going to get 50. And then of course, as you know, I've given myself my miscellaneous 20, and that totals $320. And of course, the miscellaneous 20 is just cash to have in my wallet in case I stop at the store or something and just want to pick up something and don't want to use my card. Okay, so we have the 604.96, and I am going to subtract the 320 for my envelopes because that's technically what that is, although I'm cashless. And that leaves me with 284.96. 284.96. And so we're going to bring that over here, 284.96. Now, this is where things kind of get tricky. Okay, so I have 9 sinking funds. I typically fund 5 of them on one check and 4 on the other check. So rainy day, my personal J sinking fund, car, and vacation and subs and fees, those are the 5 that are going to be funded. However, I am not going to be stuffing $110 in my sinking funds this pay period. So if you guys been following me, I owed on my taxes this year. I had to pay income taxes for the Fed and the state. And in order to do that, I pulled cash from my line of credit. which now means that I have a balance on that account, and that equates to another monthly bill. I was not happy about that, guys. I could not. I just could not. I do still have one credit card that I pay on, and I have my 2 loans, and that's it. I was not happy with the fact that I ended up adding another bill to pay my taxes. So what I have done is I have decreased the amount that I am giving towards my sinking funds. And so that I can, and I have been pulling money. I pulled money from my J sinking fund. I even used money from my spending, from my last spending allotment. And I also pulled money from my buffer, guys. And so I have gotten that balance down from $4.50 to $50. So because I want to get that debt paid off, I do not want to add yet another bill. I do not want to have that bill. It was going to drive me crazy. And I think that me doing these videos and just budgeting in general has just really made me, you know, not want to have debt. I mean, I just don't want it. I mean, I have these bills that I still need to pay, and I am perfectly fine with that. But adding to it, adding another bill was just bothering me. So guys, I have pulled money from wherever it was available to get it paid off. So I do not have $110 to be able to go towards my sinking funds. So actually what I am going to do is just give each one of these $10. And I am going to just do, I think that'll be $50. So yes, each one of these 5 sinking funds will get $10, which comes to a total of $50. So let's see. 284.96 minus the 50 for my sinking funds gives me 234.96. 234.96. 234.96. And so I am going to give $50. So the other, you know, well, actually it was 60, but the other part that would have gone to my sinking funds is actually going to go to the line of credit, like I said, which now has a $50 balance because I have already paid off the other $400, and so the remaining balance on that line of credit is now $50. So I am going to do that and get rid of that bill. So 234, let's see. I'm actually planning this as I go, so I think I may actually have a little bit more that I can maybe apply towards a credit card. Let me see. 234 minus 50 is 184.96. So here we have 184.96. So for my extra debt, let me move this out of the way. Okay. So, for my extra savings, excuse me, I am going to still fund the 100 envelopes with $65. Because if you watch my savings challenge video, you know I pulled 3 numbers and it totaled $65. And I decided to stop there because I knew I wanted to increase the amount that I gave to my 1K challenge. So I decided to give my 1K challenge $100. And then my mini challenge is getting $10. So that is $175. So if I take 184.96 and subtract the 175, that leaves me with $9.96. And you know, over here on this channel, I can't speak for nobody else, but on this channel, we do a zero-based budget. So this $9.96 has to go somewhere because I need this to end up to zero. So what I'm going to do, I am going to, that's why I love erasable pens. What I am going to do is I'm going to add my buffer here, and I am going to put that $9.96 towards my buffer, which would make this $184.96, and then that would make this 0. And that brings us to a zero-based budget. So that is what I'm going to do. This $9.96 will probably end up going towards a credit card, or I may just leave it in my buffer. So a lot of times what I'll do is just let my buffer build up, and then I'll make a large payment on whatever debt I'm working on. But I don't let it build up that much. Like right now, I think my buffer, because I just went in it to go pull money for to pay off my line of credit, I think it only has like $50 in it. So if I add this to it, then it'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 60. And I may actually go ahead and just pull that and make a credit card payment with it. I'm not sure, but for now, I'm going to just put it in my buffer so that I can make this a zero-based budget. And there we have it, guys. That if by me doing this, my bills are paid. I have money to last me for the next 2 weeks. I didn't contribute as much as I thought I was going to, but I did give each one of my sinking funds something, so I am perfectly fine with that. I am going to knock out this line of credit by giving them the last $50 that I owe them, and then that way that bill will be no more. And then we still had money to go towards our savings, which all of my savings challenges are, the money for those are going towards my debt. The only one that does not necessarily go towards my debt is the mini challenge. The mini challenge is something that I will either choose to do something for myself. I'll give that money to myself, or I may put it in a sinking fund. But the mini challenge is the only one that is not allotted for debt. Any of the other savings challenges that I do, all of that money is me saving to make principal payments on my outstanding loans, or a credit card if that be the case. So yeah, so that's where we are, guys. I hope that all of that makes sense. Like I said, I had to do some changes, but that's why we budget, so that we can map out what we need to do, where our money needs to go to work for us. And if you're on a zero-based budget, then you're still going to bring everything down to 0. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. I am so excited that I am pretty much at 100 subscribers. I was one short, and so I'm expecting to get that one in the very near future. So I am planning to do my 100 subscriber giveaway, and I am so excited. I finally made it to 100. I'm basically, so I am so excited. So now I have to figure out what I want to do, how I want to, what I want to give away, and how I'm going to do it. So be on the lookout for that within the next couple of videos. I don't know when that will actually show up, but I will put that in the title of the video so that you know that there's a giveaway going on. It won't be a secret giveaway like I did before, where the only way you knew about the giveaway was if you stayed to the end of the video. But this one I will put in the title so that everyone will know that there's a giveaway going on J. Lenore Budgets, and you have the opportunity to enter. So like I said, be on the lookout for that, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I would love to engage with you. And last but not least, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I still need that one person, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.